Okay, now we're gonna start the swept on the grip, and this is the second part of the how to make the jaw handle, and now we're gonna start at this part. Okay, and let's go to this model, and we can have a look at the slides. If you look at the slide, there will be uh, 4 cross sections for this swept and 3 guidelines. This is all because of that this very uh, nice looking and complicated shape. Okay, so let's start, and we're gonna build 4 datum first. They're gonna be at distance from the second datum coordinate system. So we're gonna pick. You can pick inferred this one, and the distance for the first datum is 1 inch. Excuse me. And the second datum, the distance is 3.25. Okay. Apply, and third one is 3.9375, which is actually the same on this data. Apply, and the last one is 4.4375. Enter. Now we click OK. Alright, so we have 4 datums, and we can hide those geometry from previous modeling. So just hide this, and we can hide those. You can press Shift and multi-select, and this part I'm gonna use box and hide. Control B. Okay, 4 datums, and let's start the cross section first. So first datum, sketch on the first datum. I think that's right shape. Yeah, okay. We can just draw here. And if you lost the orientation, you can go back and show, maybe show a cross section of this, so you know where your handle is. Okay. Alright, so this is if you look at this cross section, it has 2 circles. Okay, we are drawing 2 closed loop again, so the bigger loop is gonna be for swept 1, and the smaller loop is gonna be used for cut into the first swept. So anyway, we're gonna start drawing, and where's my orange? Okay, my orange. Existing point, sketch orange. That's the problem when you have a lot of sketches, so you won't hide them. The first one is diameter. It's gonna be 3/4. Okay, and since we have the first geometry dropped, we can hide the other stuff. Hide this. We can even hide this, the first datum coordinate system. And we want to go back to sketch, press Shift plus F8. Okay. first first cross section, first circle, second circle, gonna be a quarter in radius, so this is a 1 in diameter. Okay. And then for the top and bottom, what we can do is we can draw a box from point onward, so we can turn on the quadratic point. Something like this. Okay. And then trim away this. So we have the outside shape, and the outside shape also has an arc. So we have an arc that's far away from here, and the radius is gonna be 2. Okay, we need this. Center first, radius 2. Just draw a bigger line and dimensions. The center of this is gonna be away from the orange. Pick the orange. 1.5 inch. Okay, and well, I'm lucky because it crossed the box. If it doesn't, you're gonna extend that box a little bit. Okay, and also I want probably I can add a reference line. We can just add a reference line, make this reference, and they're all constrained. And then you don't have to constrain this. Yeah. So chop them away. Alright, so we have the outside shape, and only need 2 fillet on. Okay, so 2 fillet, and we're gonna finish the inside. Inside it's gonna be something like this. Okay, and dimension is this is a 0.5 inch, and also we want to make sure the this shape is in the middle, so we can put this is P291 divided by 2. Okay, now it's centered. Click OK. And then the position of this line doesn't matter because we're gonna cut. So now we're gonna trim the inside shape like so. So if we finish sketch, okay, we still have one line in the middle. We can pick this line up, delete, and you can put a coincident constraint for this top line. Okay. Okay. And here is another one. If you look closely, this is not very good. It should be well, that's why we need constraints. One constraint to another. Close. And something's off. Yeah, something's definitely off. Okay. another one. Coincident node for the center of this arc to the sketch orange. Close. If it's still, it should be on this line though. So, alright, another, wait, this, right, the height of this should be 2 actually, so it should be P286 times 2. Yeah, over constraint. Oh. Yeah, okay. Delete this, that, and extend this, extend that. Just make sure they're there. Okay, and straight line on quadratic point, and then a straight line quadratic point, and the trim away, trim, and not touching. Okay, delete that, delete, extend, and fillet is 3/32. 3/32. Close, and let's trim this away. Okay. And check. Now it's good. That's good. Alright. Yeah, so the quality of your sketch really matter a lot. Finish. We have the first sketch, and let's have a look at the other stuff. So show second datum. Alright, so the second datum, and I'm looking at the slides. Okay, we can hide this. Well, not necessarily. We just build a sketch first. Now it's on curve. Okay. Click OK. We can draw like this, so give you some 3D accent. Okay, again, that's gonna be 2 circles. First circle is 18/16. Oops. Okay, how many we have here? Yeah, that's right. And the second circle is, well, I can drop it and put dimension. Second circle is 22/32. And again, this arc is gonna be at the same spot, so 3-point arc. We can even from the orange to draw a reference line and make this reference, give it a length that's gonna be 1.5. Okay, 1.5 inch, and now we start the arc. The center is gonna be this, and radius is 2. Okay, enter. Now we span from top to bottom. Okay, and now we can draw the outside loop first. So since we have this quadrant point on, so you can see the dashed line, that's your vertical line. Okay. From this point, draw a straight line. That's 1. Okay, and from that point, straight line. And it's good to have that tangent. Okay, now we have done the bigger loop. Close. And again, the fillet is 3/32. First corner, second corner. Right, finished. And now we can draw this. Now we can hover at the center. Come up. Come out. 1. We can even come down. Not sure it's gonna snap or not. Just go longer. Okay, then draw another straight line. Then trim away. Okay, finished. Now we have two cross sections, and let's show the third data. Well, it's too messy here. Just come to the navigator. We just built to four datums. We can hide those two. We can hide this. Yeah, we can hide this, or maybe not. Hide this one. This one's too close, so it's gonna be messy. Okay, build another sketch on this datum, and that's gonna be the cross section 3. Okay, so cross section 3 is if you look at here, it's the tip of this shape. Go back. Go back to our sketch and find the dimension. Alright, now we have again similar shape, but this time it's not on the orange. So maybe we can have some kind of reference line. Okay, and this arc we can use on curve, so this will be on x-axis. The diameter of this is 18/16. Okay. That's the first, and the second is 22/32. Okay, and now we put the distance between this arc to the orange. This distance is going to be 3/8. Okay, that's the first one, and the second distance to the orange is gonna be 3/32. Okay, make sure it's okay. And next step, this big arc, it's gonna be the same location. So we can give this reference line a length 1.5. Okay, then draw a arc, center first, and up from the top to bottom. Okay, now straight line. Okay, we can hover to snap to the center. Then you see the dashed line. That's gonna be the top. Okay, 1 point. And we want to snap to the center, but you can just use the quadrant point. Okay. All right, so that's the outside shape. Cut, 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 cut. I don't need that. Okay. Then we do the fillet 3/32. This corner, that corner. So just make sure the shape looks okay. Well, it looks different though. Okay, we had some. I think we had some problem. Let me see how big this arc is. Yeah, it should be 2. Okay, so you don't have to modify or delete anything. Just okay. All right. So you can see they're at the same position. Okay, and now the inside curve. Get this thing out of the way. Okay, inside, still this point, come out and come down, over a little bit, and then you can use this point, come out, trim. Okay, close, finish sketch, and we have to close the loop. So we have done the third cross section. Let's go to the fourth cross section. So show this datum. Okay. Did I just do? Okay, show the datum. Hide this datum. Also hide this sketch. And build a sketch on new datum. Click OK. We want to draw like this way. And for this sketch, we don't need the inside loop because the cut doesn't go all the way to this part. So let's start. First, again, we can draw the center line, I guess. Not the center line, the reference line. Okay, 1.5 for the big arc, and reference line. Then some circle here. That's gonna be 18/16. Enter. Okay, and an arc. That's the center. And let's make sure this radius is 2. Okay, from top to bottom. Just make it easier to see. All right, and then 2 straight line. Straight line from this point, sticking out, and from the center, sticking out. Okay, and we also need a dimension to define this position of this circle. It's gonna be 3/64. Okay, and now we can trim this way, that way. Okay. So different from hand drawing. In computer drawing, trim is really a fast tool. So now we do the fillet. Fillet is 3/32. That's all the same for all the cross sections. Finish sketch. Okay. So we have 4 cross section here. We can show all of them. Okay. And now we're gonna draw the guidelines. So we have 3 guidelines. So this is the most complicated swept we ever had. Let's start with 2 guidelines. They're the top and the bottom of this shape. So let's see. If we look at this, okay, from this angle, we can see sketch 1. The first cross section is smaller. Second, third, fourth, they are at the same height, and also all 4 of them has the same boundary at the right. Okay. So this one's smaller. We can draw top and bottom guideline based on this 3 sketches. So we need let me hide this first. We need 2 datum on the top and the bottom of this cross section. So let's build a datum, and we want a distance. It's gonna be a plane that parallel to xy, okay, which is actually normal to all those cross sections. And this distance we can measure. Actually, we can measure this distance and then use projected tool. And if you don't want to measure, the distance is in the slides. Okay. And I just don't want to type in so many numbers. Vector. Okay, the vector is going to be z direction. The first object is the orange. Then we want to be at the same height as this line. Okay, and if you look at the slide, it should be the same number, 5625. Okay, press OK, and then click OK. That's our first datum, and we want another datum, which is a mirror on the top. Actually, you can finish the sketch here and the mirror. Use mirror feature to just mirror the whole thing to the top. I think I'm going to do this, so it'll be easier. Sketch on this datum. Click OK. Alright, so that's our cross sections. Okay, and we can always draw like this, and we want this to be a straight line, and start at the fillet, the start point of your fillet. This is the first point, and then we can go to the second point here. Okay. So that's the direction of our sketch. So we can even get a boundary here. So we can stop this straight line at this line, and I'm going to turn this to a reference. So we can extend this straight line. Okay. So now we have this one. This is our one of the guidelines. Finish. When you finish the sketch, let's try to insert insert associative copy. mirror feature. The feature is going to be, hopefully it's going to mirror. Okay, mirror this sketch, and the plane is, well, that Z plane, or you can pick this plane, existing plane, this plane. Then click OK. Alright, so we have two guidelines on the top and bottom, and the third guideline is gonna define the shape of this S shape. So this one is on XY plane, so we don't need any data for that. We can hide this, and let's start a sketch. Change geometry may cause some constraining value. Okay, so let me try it again. Okay. Alright. So for this curve, if you look at my slides, it consists of like 3 parts. Okay, first is a straight line. A straight line from, turn off all the other stuff, the midpoint. Okay, the midpoint of that arc. Well, assume your sketch is this circle is on your axis. Okay, to this midpoint. That is one, the first part. The second part is from this midpoint to this midpoint. So if you look, this one is not vertical. Okay. All right. So connect these two. We need an arc. So this 3-point arc, we're gonna start from this point, midpoint. If you look here, that's a midpoint, and to this midpoint. But we want to make sure this end is tangent to the straight line below. Okay, so we have this tangent, and later on, now we're gonna fillet this corner to make this tangent too. So fillet, and I didn't give the dimension because this is like a shape only. So I think 0.2 looks good. Okay. So now we have 3 guidelines, which is normal to all the cross sections, and then we have 4 cross sections. Now we are ready to do the to form the swept. I use swept. Okay, and you want to pick at the same spot on each curve. So I'm gonna pick the upper part of this arc. So one, add another section, another one, add the third section, and then the fourth section. Okay, you want to pick the outside loop and guidelines. First guideline. Okay, that already gives you a shape, and you can see why we need 3 guidelines. And new set, the top guideline, it's already getting better. Then the bottom guideline. Okay, we're done here, and it's gonna be cubic. Okay, and parameter. So click OK. So we have this shape here. next we can do another swept. Let's hide this first. So now we need to swept the inside of this grip, so we can cut into this grip. And if you look back, where's my other swept? Show this, show these. So this cut is all the way to this bigger sketch, and this cut is gonna meet this in this plane. So we don't. That's why we don't need the second loop in this sketch. Okay, let's go ahead and swept, and you're gonna pick the same spot, add another cross section, this one, and the third cross section. Okay, and guideline is gonna be alright, we need guidelines. Okay, we need to draw guidelines first. Okay, so for this also we need to draw a guideline similar to this one, that's to the tip of these arcs. So we can draw on this sketch, or you can have a new sketch. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Just a new sketch here, and draw the guideline. So the guideline is two parts, two straight lines. Okay, midpoint to this midpoint, and that midpoint to this midpoint, and we need to make this tangent, giving a smooth looking. So tangent or fillet, and it doesn't matter about the radius, maybe 6. Okay. Alright, so that's kind of messy. I'm gonna hide this. Okay, that's our guideline. Finish sketch. Alright, so for this swept on, we only need one guideline. Let's start first cross section, add another set, second, the third. Okay. Okay, I didn't click add new set. So we have one set, new set, and add another set. Alright, they are at the same position, and the guideline is gonna be the one we just drew. Okay, and it should be linear for this one, and let's have a look if the shape is good. So since there's arc here, it's gonna be a little bit weird. You can use bipoint to define the shape. Okay, I think I have a shape like this actually looks good to me. You don't have to spend so much time on this inside. It doesn't matter. So click OK. All right. Let's see what we got. We have this, and I just click the show. So I pick those from the hidden place. We have two swept and two outside swept. Okay, and what we also need is a curve on on the grip. So the grip is not flat on the top. And let's hide them again. And look from the top. Okay. We need a sketch again at this y-x plane. Let's do a new sketch. And we need an arc here to cut into the grip. So what we can do is let's see, just eyeball it. Okay, something like this. So I have one start point, the second point here, and the third point is snap to this corner. Or you can make it cut more, and we need to adjust a little bit so it will not cut into. Well, we can see later. So extrude this curve. I will use symmetric, bigger than the grip. Click OK. And solid body, OK. We want to choose none, no boolean. Okay. And let's show the stuff first. And that's why I said you needed to make sure this thing works. Is this swept? Okay, this swept goes into this shape, but you don't want like cut over this swept. But we can cut first. We can always adjust the path. Use trim body, body, then select the body is this one. The face is gonna be this sheet. That direction is right. Okay. Click OK. Hide this sheet. Let's have a look. So if you cut too much, okay, and you will leave this thing. If you cut this curve goes on beyond this point, then you will have a corner goes in like this way. So you want to make sure this arc doesn't cut too much, cut over the first swept. So here we're fine. So I'm just gonna proceed, and I'm gonna show the swept. So we are more than ready. Okay. First step, unite. That's two pieces. Click OK. And the second step, we want to cut the inside of this thing off. So subtract. Target is the big piece, and the tool is the cutting tools. Okay. Well, apparently it doesn't like me. Complete insertion. Okay, I can cut first. Let's see. Let's do that again. Okay, there's some problem maybe. Cancel. F8. Excuse me. Alright, I think the problem is this swept. Linear by point. And apparently something's off here. you see this sheet-like stuff. Okay, maybe I'll try cubic. Have a look. No, it's not right. Okay. Go back and hide this. Okay. Need to adjust the swept. I don't know why it shows the other side now. Okay. Okay, the third cross section. That's right. Guideline. That's right. Parameter. Alright, you know what? Thinking there's another way. Okay, let's unite this two first. Now then, this two. Okay, then that means this is really bad and swept. New set here and parameter. Okay, still got some sort of offset. So I think this line is too much sticking out too much. Okay, and I'm going to go back and modify this sketch. I drag this line inside a little bit. Finish sketch. Still, it doesn't look good. Okay. I think it's the problem on the sketch. We need to make these curves at the same place. So what I'm gonna do is gonna modify the sketch. Okay, and project that curve. Apply to my sketch and turn this to reference. So put a dimension here. Can put this to 0. Okay, this is one step. And then the second step is this sketch. Also project a curve from that sketch. Okay, and we have this. Oops. This line here. Turn that to reference. Okay, and put a dimension between this line and the reference to be 0. Okay. Hopefully, you'll give us a better. Well, it's not better at all. Okay. All right. Okay. Figure something out. Sketch here. Guideline here. We gotta put another guideline. So stop anything from wrong. Okay, midpoint. Midpoint of this line. Finish. And this sketch, gonna add another one. See, the shape looks better. It's gonna confine the shape, and see what we got. Show them. Okay, let's try to subtract again. Try this first. Okay, that's good. Try the second one. It's better. Okay. Alright, now we have the metal part and the grip. Second is yeah, now I need to go back and modify the slides. Okay, next is the top, the hole, and this shape. Okay. What we can do is we can draw a hole here and draw an arc here. So if you don't like a lot of sketch, okay, let me show everything first. If you don't like a lot of sketch, we can get a hop on maybe this sketch, or yeah, we can come to this sketch and you know, the sketch for your first swept the guideline. We can come here, and this origin was the hole to begin with when you save as your lower jaw. Okay. So the hole dimension is diameter is 5/16. We're gonna draw a circle here and come back those snap point. It's gonna be 5/16. Okay. Close this. F8. Okay, so here we have some shape like well, it's on the slides. So what we can do is we can draw a 3-point arc. Start point to be the, yeah, we can use this as our start point. Okay. Or we can use that reference point and just eyeball somewhere here. Give it a nice curve. You can make this tangent to this horizontal line. I think that's horizontal. Okay, now we have one sketch here, and apparently you don't want to mess up with this. Okay, so in the slides I said you can draw a fillet and pull up, extrude as a sheet. And now I'm thinking we can just finish sketch and extrude this curve. Okay, single curve. Can extrude this curve. Then we can cut this piece. Okay, that's trim body. Trim body. This body, and you know what? This extrude we can include this hole. Oh well, don't bother about that. Trim body. This solid surface gonna be this, and it cuts. Okay, and we're gonna hide this. Don't need that too. Oops. Hide. Okay. Now this we can use edge blend, which is much easier, and you can adjust it, make it like nicer, look nice. Okay, and so next we're gonna extrude that hole here. Symmetric. We can use Boolean to subject the want us to select a body. So this one. Click OK. Alright, we have finished this metal part. We still have this tip. Okay. So on the slides, I extrude this part to a certain distance, then I did a swept. So you have a nice bottom. I think now I'm thinking we don't really need that another swept. Right? I'm sure everyone hates swept now. We can extrude right away. Extrude this connected curve from here, okay, and the other direction. Well, none, okay, and to where the direction we can measure from this datum to this point, and but I remember the distance here is 1 inch. So the distance from that datum to the orange is about 1 inch. It's exactly 1 inch. Okay, we can finish this here, and then there's a hole here, and we can use the hole feature, so you don't have to draw another sketch. Okay, select the orange point, select the body. Yeah, it knows this body. Alright, then the dimension of this hole. Oops, I didn't write down on the slides. Dimension of this hole 0.5. Not sure. Just leave this here first. Apply. Okay, and I'm gonna go back, measure that hole. So see, it's a swept here. Diameter, this edge. Okay, 3734375. Oh, this is a long model. Four three seven five. Okay. And so this corner, if you want to chamfer this, this fillet gonna be gone, and it's gonna have some arrow. I'll just do something like this. Okay. That's why I use the swept, so it will not look like this. Well, it will not have this sharp point. Okay, and I think we're good for now. This is only just a visual shape. Okay. All right. So we have all the piece, and let's see. Control A, hide everything. Control A, Control B, hide everything. Then we want to show something. Okay. Show solid only. We can use this filter. Select the solid body. Show everything. Click OK. And also I want to show the coordinate system. So the first one, that's the second one, and the first one. Click OK. So we have two datum coordinate system and the model. And the last step is we want to unite all the solid into one piece. Okay, we want this as the base, the target. So the tool is going to be this. Yeah, I know they're not touching each other. Okay, this one, this one. So apparently there's some problem here. Just, okay, so you can even leave this model as is. So because once you get into the assembly, this is a whole piece. Okay, and okay, there's some problem here. Where's the point? You can try to modify the tolerance. 0.004 if I remember right. Well, it doesn't allow me to do that. I'll just keep it like this way. Okay, and there you go. There's your jaw handle, and you can play with the swept. I think it's because there's something not touching here. Okay, so okay. Thank you very much.